Good as usual.
As usual, did you do anything exciting over the weekend? Anything new you want to share to us?
No, nothing new. I just stay at home and watch some movie and play games.
What movies are you watching now? Like the genre or the type, drama or something?
Action horror. It's
So,
a deep blue shark.
Deep Blue Heart.
Something to do with the shark.
Ah,
You know?
I used to watch about something meters down, like
Uh,
like one girl like she went to somewhere.
you saw it at the theater, right? The cinema, right?
Cinema.
No, website.
So,
I don't have money to go to the cinema.
Oh, by the way, I was
so
browsing through a movie list last time and I saw one. I think Yana told us about the movie, Lucid Dream, right?
Yes. The Peaceful Warrior.
I cannot find the Peaceful Warrior. I only found Lucid Dream. Is that the same thing?
I no different.
Huh? Should I watch Lucid Dream?
Like
Is it a good movie?
I don't know. I haven't watched that Lucid Dream movie yet.
No, Yana.
I've never heard of it.
Okay. Because I think you mentioned something about lucid dream last time we discussed psychology topic. You said lucid dream, like
Yes.
a movie or a book. Mm-hmm. So what kind of movie do you guys like watching? The genre? Like I think May likes action and horror, right? You just told us earlier.
yep.
What,
I
Yana?
like mystery. Have you watched The Stranger Things?
It's too scary.
No, it's like mystery. I love something like mysterious.
Like you like thriller then. Mystery and thriller. Like, I've seen Stranger Things in a game, but the game looks so scary, like the gameplay.
It's not that scary, I think.
Seriously.
Like zombie is more scarier.
Are you sure zombie is much scarier?
Yes.
Wow. So as we were discussing food last week, I saw this movie on the weekend as well. The new Korean zombie that just came out, Alive. Have you guys heard about that? It was so bad.
Yeah, I saw. I saw the poster, but I haven't watched it yet.
It's available on Kiss Asia now, but it's not that exciting. I was expecting more. They were mostly it's just them deciding what to eat, like arranging their diet and stuff. And the whole movie there was only one action scene. The rest were just the actor and actress being stuck inside the house. That's it. The whole action scene was like 30 or 40 minutes. That's it. Very disappointed. So just like May, over this weekend, I also watched some movies for fun with my sister and stuff. And I watched zombie and horror, but I'm not really a big fan of horror movies because I scream a lot.
But it's fun, like if you watch it with your friends and then we scare together.
Uh-huh. But if you watch it at home or with your sister, only two of you, it's not fun. I had to sleep with my lights on for the whole night that night. It's just I kept imagining that the picture just kept coming back and stuff. So it's too scary. All right, so we know each other's favorite movie genre. Like for sure, I like something less graphic, not too much, like not too horrific, not too like Stranger Things. But I hate romantic movies. Not really a fan of that. I know I was frozen. All right. After discussing each
Or we could
other's,
start early. Screen sharing.
okay, we discuss this after class on my. Let's go. So have you guys checked out what I uploaded in our class for today's lesson since last week? I think I put it up. Main smiles. What do you mean by your smile, Main? Have you checked out our class videos?
Means I don't know.
You don't
I
know?
check.
You check it now. Do you watch it? You know
I
what?
check it.
Resume our fabulous class after we got kicked out earlier. So I'm sure you guys have checked our video, and if you have beforehand looked at our class title, our lesson title, you see what we put food tasters, right?
Yes.
So what do we mean by food taster on in the video? Is it a job, a person, a hobby or something?
The
A
job.
job.
A job. So what do they do?
They taste the food.
They taste the food. For what? For company, for a restaurant?
Or
Both.
company.
Okay, so they work in a company, you mean? Anywhere else you can find food tasters?
Like some food taster are freelancer.
Okay.
I don't know.
Freelancer.
So do you need any specific skill to be food taster?
No.
No.
Like you have to have a good taste bud.
Define good taste buds. Oh, we talked about this. There are only 3 kinds of taste buds. How can you have good taste buds?
Like you are a medium or a super taster.
Oh, are you sure? Super taster, you know, super tasters hate almost everything.
But they hate, but it is their job. Like they have to taste, like to be the exact amount of the salt or the like the sweetness.
Okay. All right, let's just trust Yana for now.
English.
Distinguishing the flavors. Okay. Any other skills needed for food tasters? Let me talk. What else did she get from our video on? Food tasters in the class videos.
Like knowing the taste, like what kind of taste of the food. Like
For example, maybe taste combination. Like if you can mix these 2 tastes together or not. So one more question. Do you think to be a food taster, you need to go to school or to be trained for that? Or no, it's just your born with talent. It's just
train.
you need to be trained. Why? If you think you need to be trained to be food tasters, what kind of trainings? Imagine, do we train our tongue or something?
Like train to remember. Like I saw video, like it said like Sol 20, it's like it tastes like the ocean. And Sol like 2, like it's it's no more. I don't know. Forgot.
What May? What do you think on? Should people who want to be food tasters be trained? Do
They
you
should
think?
test. They should test many type of that food.
Mm-hmm. So that's what the training should be about, like tasting, taste
Yes.
test. I see. All right. So what do you think? What do you think the kind of food that food tasters might taste? Like what kind of food do you think they might be tasting?
All
Chocolate.
kind of food, like
Chocolate, all kind of food. Before
yes,
what?
before producing.
Producing? Like this? You mean sampling, like sample, like
Yes.
yeah, you had a small piece of the food and you decide if it's good enough or not, if you need any change or not. So
You would test towel, like tissue.
What?
yeah, you do everything on taster, like the texture of the tissue, for example. If it's soft enough or not. Have you guys seen food tasters in real life? The real practice of food tasting, like experience it in real life. Or do you know
No.
any people who taste food as their occupation or their job? No, either, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. I think in the city last few years, in mostly coffee shop, they do food tasting a lot. Like before they introduce a new drink, they produce it and give it to us to taste for free. Like I was given like a cup of coffee, I think, from Brown last 2 years before they launched the palm sugar series. Like the coffee that they brewed with palm sugar, they asked us to taste and see what it's like. So that's how I experienced food tasting in real life. But I have never met any professional food tasters yet.
You get paid.
I didn't. I get free drink.
Uh,
But that free drink, they were so smart. They did not put it in a takeaway cup. They put it in a cup for like drink in. So if I did not finish in the shop, it would be a waste.
Yeah.
And they were even smarter. Like they gave me the drink after I ordered my drink.
oh.
So it's like, I had 2 drinks to drink to finish. Too smart. That's what it's like when the business people are too smart. So that's what food tasters mean, like people who taste food as a part of their job. They get paid for doing that. They might need some skills about flavors or taste, and you guys agree that they should be trained, especially in terms of tasting. All right, so have you also look or watch our class video on cause and effect listening?
Yes.
Good. All right, let's do a quick note-taking skills. Let's discuss before we jump into the real practice. So, if you were to listen to a cause and effect listening, and you have to take note as always for the questions, how do you take notes for this kind of listening? What do you use to take notes?
Create a T chart.
A T chart,
Oh, yes.
very good. So in a T chart, what information you have to complete in?
You have to put the effect and cause beside it. Each side. It. Take note.
Very good. Let's open our book to page number 37. Let's go through this tea chat first before we look at our listening. So page number 37. May, can you please read point A for us? Listen and take notes.
Listen to three professional food tasters talk about their jobs. Before you listen, look at the tea chart below. As you listen, complete the cause and effects.
All
Causes
right.
and
Cause and effect. Thank you. So look at the T chart. Like May said, you will need to put effect or cause and effect on each side and take notes. Because this is a T chart that were given to you, they have already put in some information. But we're not gonna use this. We'll just first thing first, we'll just practice to see how much you know about T-chart, if you have recorded the right information or not. So please create your own T-chart. Do not follow what they gave you. All right. Let's create our own T-chart and then we'll listen and you need to complete or fill in your personal T-chart without using this one that they gave you. And then we'll use our T-chart to complete the exercises. Same thing like what we've been doing so far. On a piece of separate paper, create your own T-chart, and I'll send you the MP3 or play it here together so we can listen. Let me know when you finish your T-chart so we can start listening.
Unit 2, Listening 2.
How's the volume?
It's okay.
Okay, good enough. Good, let's start.
Activity A.
Hi, my name's Stuart Andrews, and I'm a chocolate taster. I've always loved chocolate, so this is the dream job for me. I work for a big department store. We develop our own chocolate. I also train staff, visit chocolate factories, and deal with suppliers. I organize volunteer tasting sessions. Of course, since everyone loves chocolate, there's never a problem getting volunteers. It's not a job you can just walk into, though. I studied for a degree in nutrition and then worked for an ice cream manufacturer for a few years first. I started here 6 years ago, and I still love every day. The best thing is that when I go to work, my desk is covered in chocolate. The worst is probably keeping an eye on my weight because of all the calories. You know, it's easy to put on weight, so I try to eat healthily whenever I'm not working. I go to the gym, and I make sure I see my dentist every 6 months. I live and work in London, but I travel a lot because you have to keep up with the latest trends. You know, Belgium, France, Switzerland. I was in New York last week to see what's selling there. It's not just the taste that makes people buy one bar of chocolate rather than another, but the appearance and the advertising too.
Hello, this is Marie Lavoisier. Tasting cheese for me, it's not a job at all, really. I'm a cheese buyer for a large supermarket. On what I call a taste day, I taste maybe 10 to 12 different cheeses. Because they all taste different, you can't taste everything at once. You need to take your time. I check for flavor, texture, and especially the smell of the cheese, since smell is the most important. Some people think strong smelling cheeses are disgusting, and occasionally they are, but in general, they're my favorite. We keep cheeses for many months, some for over a year. And so I also need to check the cheese we have and decide when each cheese is ready, to go out on sale. I live just outside Paris, which is convenient because I need to meet farmers regularly, mainly to help them develop new products, since people always like to try new flavors. To get this job, I studied for a degree in food science and then waited for the chance to be a cheese taster. As soon as I saw the job, I was there. You have to love cheese, of course, because it's cheese, cheese, cheese all day, every day. Some people get tired of it from time to time, but I never do.
Hi there. My name's Enrique Martinez. I started work as a manager in a coffee shop, and gradually I began to, enjoy the taste. There are degrees you can get and courses you can take, but I worked my way up through experience, and now I'm the head coffee taster for a large importing company. I only taste in the mornings because that's when my sense of taste is at its best. I check the quality. People can pay a lot for coffee, so they want to enjoy it. I check the smell, the taste. Is it sweet or bitter? Some taste of chocolate, others are spicy. Some are very complex. I make it, taste it, but I don't swallow it. I estimate I taste up to 100 coffees, so I don't actually drink them because of all the caffeine, right? In the afternoons, I email suppliers or do paperwork. I live here in downtown Los Angeles, so I walk to work, which is great. Yeah, I love this job. It can be hard work, trying to distinguish between so many different coffees, but I wouldn't want to do anything else.
Guys, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Let's discuss our notes. I have mine and you have yours. Okay. Let's hear from the first person. Did you get his name or her name?
Stuart.
Is it him? Is it he or she?
He,
Say he, right? May. What is his job? What does he taste?
he's a chocolate taster.
Chocolate taster. So can you describe your note? What you got from the listening?
I note only the cause and effect.
Good cause and effect then.
He loves, because he loves chocolate, so it is his dream job.
Okay. Continue. Only one.
And everyone loves it. Because everyone loves it,
All right, continue, please. I heard until everyone loves chocolate, so
because everyone loves it, so so they like to volunteer in their job. I'm not sure in this part.
okay.
And the last one is it's because it's easy to put on weight. He tried to eat healthy.
Okay, thank you. So that's your cause and effect note. Jana, what about yours? Is yours similar or the same or completely different? All right, so can we hear from Jana? Is your note the same, similar, or different on the first person?
Yeah, the same, but like I want to add one more sentence.
Good.
Like he said that because that he want to keep up with the train, and then so he have to travel a lot.
Okay, thank you. So those are your causes and effects from both of you. So did you get when he mentioned about his degree?
Yeah.
So
Okay.
you both were right. People should be trained to be food tasters. They are degrees for that kind of job. Like the guy, he took or he has a degree in what? Oh,
Nutrition.
food nutrition. Very good. Let's move on to the next person. He or she?
Mary. Female.
Female. Jana, share yours first.
Like she love cheese, and she also get a degree in food nutrition, and then like after the graduation that she's so happy to get her job.
Mm-hmm.
And she said, like, because of the cheese, it has different taste,
Mm-hmm.
and I didn't get the effect.
All right. Thank you. What made then on? Can you share your notes?
I no, I can't have because I got lesser than her.
Okay. I got less or not lesser, less. Thank you. We'll discuss this together then. So if I ask you questions and you can answer, that means you get the note. So you know she's a cheese taster. She works for.
No one.
Cheese company.
She works for a supermarket. Like she buys cheese for supermarket. So sometimes she said she has to go work outside as well. Why?
She need to taste more cheese.
One is to taste cheese, yes, and one more is to meet whom? Okay, you didn't get that. No worry, don't freak out. Let's go to the last person. Where does he or she work at? Our
A
last
company.
professional food taster. A company, but what does that company sell?
Chocolate. No, coffee.
Okay, well, coffee. He works in a coffee shop at first, and then now he's working in a company selling coffee. May, can you please share your note?
Yes. Uh, he only tastes in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
So because he sends best in the morning.
Okay, continue.
He because he tests 100 types of coffee, so he don't drink it.
He does not
Yeah, he does not drink it.
drink or
Just
Only got this.
swallow.
Swallow. And drink is the same.
No, he said he drink, but he doesn't swallow. He just tastes
He
it
said
like
it's
on his tongue. Like he does not taste it with his throat. He tastes with his tongue. Taste what?
I mean, he tastes the bean, right? Not the
He
coffee.
tastes the coffee and he smells it and he tastes it, but he does not like completely swallow it. He just puts it on his tongue to see if it's bitter or it's sweet or it's aromatic or not. But apparently it's very hard. Because personally, I had to swallow it to know what it tastes like.
Yeah.
Jana, anything to add to our main note?
He also, he doesn't have any degree. Like he just work based on his experiences.
Yes, and he said one expression. He said worked his way up. What do you think that means?
Still studying.
Like
You can change.
self study.
Yes, self-study. You use experience to get to where you are at today. Like you have no degree like others. You start from the bottom, for example, and you gain experience. You try hard and you work your way up to where you are right now. So you self-study. You use your experience to help give you get to help you get what you need or you have today. That's called work someone's way up. You can change someone to anything, anyone, like my, his, her, our, your, blah, blah, like that. All right, so we have our notes. Let's use our nice looking. Mine looks horribly right now. It's so nhảy. Use our notes and complete the T-chart in our book. I'm sure you will have everything ready. Let's check Stuart. He's a chocolate taster. Do you guys like chocolate?
Yes.
Which one, milk chocolate or dark chocolate? We discussed that last time.
Dark.
I love the
Which one is healthier?
Dark.
dark.
Good, dark chocolate. So I like chocolate, but not chocolate itself. Like I like chocolate which has something inside the blueberry jam or something. Tastes so good. All right, now.
Cat. It has cookie.
I don't like cookie and chocolate. It's just like blueberries or strawberry jam inside the chocolate balls. But right now, it's on hold because I can't chew. Now, look at your note and complete the T charts in the book. Oh, there are 3. I'll give you 5 minutes to finish this T chart. Let's go. All right. So after using your note for your T chart, let's check the answer. So let's hear from Yana for Stuart. Read everything on. Because earlier May read that guy already. So the causes,
I read like cause all of it and that affects all of it.
Side by side or line by line. So first thing first, love chocolate is the cause. What is the effect?
Oh, okay. So loves chocolate. This is his dream job.
Does May
Everybody.
agree? Hang on. Does May agree on? The first cause and effect, do you agree with Yana's answer? This is his dream job.
Yes.
Okay, Ma. Number 2, what's the cause, Yana?
Everybody loves chocolate.
Thank you. What's the effect for number 3?
Number 3. Easy to put on weight. Tries to eat healthy.
Okay. What's the last cause?
Has to keep up with trend. Travels a lot.
All right, Ma. Mary, did you guys get anything? If not, we'll skip this one.
No.
No, May, did you get anything for Mary? It's fine. If no, we'll skip it.
I did beforehand.
Okay, we'll skip it then. Enric, May. Enric, the first one, sense of taste best in the mornings or in mornings. What's the effect?
He only tastes in the morning.
Thank you. Number 2, people pay a lot for coffee, so they want to
Enjoy it.
enjoy it. Taste up to 100 coffees, so he does not
swallow it.
Swallow it. Lives. I almost said the answer.
In downtown Los Angeles.
Okay. Walks to work. Okay. So let's listen again and check your answers with the listening.
Unit 2. Listening 2. Activity A.
Hi, my name's Stuart Andrews, and I'm a chocolate taster. I've always loved chocolate, so this is the dream job for me. I work for a big department store. We develop our own chocolate. I also train staff, visit chocolate factories, and deal with suppliers. I organize volunteer tasting sessions. Of course, since everyone loves chocolate, there's never a problem getting volunteers. It's not a job you can just walk into, though. I studied for a degree in nutrition and then worked for an ice cream manufacturer for a few years first. I started here 6 years ago, and I still love every day. The best thing is that when I go to work, my desk is covered in chocolate. The worst is probably keeping an eye on my weight because of all the calories. You know, it's easy to put on weight, so I try to eat healthily whenever I'm not working. I go to the gym, and I make sure I see my dentist every 6 months. I live and work in London, but I travel a lot because you have to keep up with the latest trends. You know, Belgium, France, Switzerland. I was in New York last week to see what's selling there. It's not just the taste that makes people buy one bar of chocolate rather than another, but the appearance and the advertising too.
Hello, this is Marie Lavoisier. Tasting cheese for me, it's...
Pause first, Ma. Anything you wish to change to your answers after the listening? You guys are muted.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh,
What
why
do you
it's
think?
mute?
I did it.
I see. I thought it's error.
Because when we do listening, let's not have any noise from our side. Ma. Anything you wish to change, May, after the listening, or all are the same?
Yes.
Okay, which one do you want to change?
Try to eat healthily.
Very good. You don't say eat healthy, healthily. Adverb with verb. All right, anything else? So everybody loves as chocolate. This is his dream job. Easy to put on weight, tries to eat healthily, has to keep up with what?
The latest.
Yes, the latest trend, not just trend. Let's go to Maria. Marie.
Not a job at all, really. I'm a cheese buyer for
Another, but
Okay.
the appearance and the advertising too.
Hello, this is Marie Lavoisier. Tasting cheese for me, it's not a job at all, really. I'm a cheese buyer for a large supermarket. On what I call a taste day, I taste maybe 10 to 12 different cheeses. Because they all taste different, you can't taste everything at once. You need to take your time. I check for flavor, texture, and especially the smell of the cheese, since smell is the most important. Some people think strong smelling cheeses are disgusting, and occasionally they are, but in general, they're my favorite. We keep cheeses for many months, some for over a year. And so I also need to check the cheese we have and decide when each cheese is ready, to go out on sale. I live just outside Paris, which is convenient because I need to meet farmers regularly, mainly to help them develop new products, since people always like to try new flavors. To get this job, I studied for a degree in food science and then waited for the chance to be a cheese taster. As soon as I saw the job, I was there. You have to love cheese, of course, because it's cheese, cheese, cheese all day, every day. Some people get tired of it from time to time, but I never do.
Cheese, cheese, cheese. All right, what did you get? That's the first time you listen to Mary since you didn't get anything last time. Okay, all taste different. The course. What is the effect? Need to
Take your time.
take your time. Very good. What do we mean by take your time?
Eat slowly.
Like don't rush. Just use as much time as you prefer. Do not rush. So keep cheeses for a long time. Has to decide.
What cheese is ready?
What cheese or when?
When?
I don't know, just asking.
When cheese is ready to go on sale.
So when each cheese is ready to go on sale. Very good. So it is convenient to live outside Paris. Need to. What is her cause or her reason? Why is it convenient to live outside Paris?
Meats.
Need to
Meet farmers.
meet farmers. How many
Regularly.
times? Yes, regularly. Because she needs to meet farmer regularly, it is convenient to live outside Paris. And last one, must develop new products. What was her cause?
Because people like to try new flavor.
Very good. People like to try new flavor. Let's go to Enric. Last one.
Hi there. My name's Enrique Martinez. I started work as a manager in a coffee shop, and gradually I began to, enjoy the taste. There are degrees you can get and courses you can take, but I worked my way up through experience, and now I'm the head coffee taster for a large importing company. I only taste in the mornings because that's when my sense of taste is at its best. I check the quality. People can pay a lot for coffee, so they want to enjoy it. I check the smell, the taste. You know, is it sweet or bitter? Some taste of chocolate, others are spicy. Some are very complex. I make it, taste it, but I don't swallow it. I estimate I taste up to 100 coffees, so I don't actually drink them because of all the caffeine, right? In the afternoons, I email suppliers or do paperwork. I live here in downtown Los Angeles, so I walk to work, which is great. Yeah, I love this job. It can be hard work trying to distinguish between so many different coffees, but I wouldn't want to do anything else.
All right, any things you wish to change? When you heard that he made it, he tasted, but he does not drink it.
Yeah.
He just like probably use his tongue to like taste it a little bit without having to drink it. So any changes you wish to make to this section or all was it?
The last one.
The last one, lives.
Here in downtown Los Angeles.
You don't have to put here on, it's fine, just lives downtown Los Angeles is also fine because he said lives here because he was talking from over there. But this is a T-chat, so we cannot really put here because we are here in Cambodia, not in LA. That's why we cannot say here. All right, so lives downtown Los Angeles. Anything you wish to change? If not, we'll move on. Keep your note with you. We need to use your note again. Any problem? No? All right. So use your note. Look at page 38, true, false statement. We have our note already. There is no need to listen again. You will see 3 statements of Stuart and 3 of Mary, sorry. So look at your note, look at the sentences and decide if it's true or false. If it's false, also please change it. Let's go together since we have our note at hand already. So Stuart number 1 has a degree in nutrition. T or F? May?
T.
T, very good. Number 2, Stuart started this job immediately after graduation. Yana, what's your note say? What does your note say?
True.
Are you sure? True. He graduated and he became a chocolate taster immediately.
He worked.
He worked where?
So false.
I know, I'm asking you. You have your note with you. Come on. We know it's false. Yes, but where did he work at first after he graduated?
He works at department store.
Can we help Yana with number 2? Where did Stuart work after graduation? He did not come to the chocolate company immediately. He worked somewhere else first.
He worked at the ice cream factory.
The ice cream manufacturer. All right. Number 3, go back to Maine. Visits the dentist once a year. True or false?
False.
False. How long? How often does he go to the dentist?
Every 6 months.
Yes, every 6 months because of the chocolate. Let's go to Mary. Number 4, she does not like strong smelling cheeses. Yana, true or false?
False.
What's the correction of this statement?
She like strong smelling cheeses.
Nice one. Very good. Number 5, Maine. She often visits local farmers.
True.
True. last one, Yana, has a degree in food science.
True.
True. All right. Let's go to Enrique. He said his name was Enrique. Number one, what's the answer?
Yeah.
Oh, manager or waiter? Yes,
She number six, it's false, right?
it's true.
I heard she's studying for it.
Hmm?
I think she's still studying for her degree. She
No,
hasn't
she's
graduated
not.
yet.
She's not studying. She finished already. She said she finished her degree and she waited for the job, and when it's available, she just go for it. Wanna re-listen to this again?
That's fine.
It's fine. To clear it out, let's go.
Unit 2.
For me, it's not a job at all, really.
Okay.
I'm a cheese buyer for a large supermarket. On what I call a taste day, I taste maybe 10 to 12 different cheeses. Because they all taste different, you can't taste everything at once. You need to take your time. I check for flavor, texture, and especially the smell of the cheese, since smell is the most important. Some people think strong smelling cheeses are disgusting, and occasionally they are, but in general, they're my favorite. We keep cheeses for many months, some for over a year. And so I also need to check the cheese we have and decide when each cheese is ready, to go out on sale. I live just outside Paris, which is convenient because I need to meet farmers regularly, mainly to help them develop new products, since people always like to try new flavors. To get this job, I studied for a degree in food science and then waited for the chance to be a
To use past tense, I studied a degree in food science. Anyway, do you agree now? It's true.
Yeah.
Mà. Let's go to Enrique's statements. There should be 5 of them. Number one, Enrique started work as a blank in a coffee shop. There are 2 jobs, manager and waiter. Number 2, he has or he does not have a professional qualification. Number 3, he works for a large importing or exporting company. And number 4, he checks the price or quality of the coffee. And last one, in the afternoons, he emails clients or contact suppliers. Number 1, manager or waiter?
Waiter.
Jen answered waiter. May, what's your answer?
Manager. Manager.
Manager or waiter?
I'm just guessing.
You're just guessing. So that means you don't have that in your notes, right? No worry. Number 2,
Yes.
has or does not have?
Does not have.
Does not have. May, what do you say?
Yes.
Does not as well. Okay, very good. Does not have because he said he worked his way up. Number 3, importing or exporting?
In.
X.
X. All right, 2 answers again. We'll listen again. Number 4, he checks the price or the quality.
Quality.
Quality. Last one, in the afternoons, what does he do?
Contact suppliers.
May, what's your answer?
Suppliers.
All right, let's listen and check the ones that we have a contrasting answers, contradicting, I mean.
cheese, of course, because
Martinez. Hi there. My name's Enrique Martinez. I started work as a manager.
So I started work as a
Manager.
in a coffee shop.
In a coffee shop, and gradually I began to, enjoy the taste. There are degrees you can get and courses you can take, but I worked my way up through experience, and now I'm the head coffee taster for a large importing company. I only taste in the
Importing or exporting? Yes, importing. Very good. You get all the right answer except the 2. So manager and importing company. All right. For the last one, section D, it's a summary of each person's talk. Again, we will keep using our notes, and you need to look at the summary, and in each of them, there are 2 mistakes. find out those two mistakes and make changes to them. Number 1 is about Stuart, number 2 is about Mary, and last one is Enrique.
Mistake, is it the tense or the word?
Not the tense, on the information.
Information.
I'll give you 6 minutes, 2 for each one, to finish this task. Let's go. 6 minutes. All right, let's check the answer. Number 1, where are the mistakes of Stuart? Who wants to do this summary? Volunteer.
The tester.
Okay.
The change to manager.
Are you sure? He's not a tester but a manager. So Yana said we changed the word taster to a manager, right?
I'm not sure.
Okay, it's fine. What about a second mistake of this one?
Likes to keep fit, change to tries to keep fit.
All right, so those are your answers. Thank you. All right, main on number 1 as well. What were the points that you have changed?
He's a chocolate tester for chocolate manufacturer.
One more.
And he recruits staff.
Recruit staff. That's all. Okay, Ma. Let's go.
Mornings, because that's when my sense of taste is at its best.
Unit 2. Listening 2. Activity A.
Hi, my name's Stuart Andrews, and I'm a chocolate taster. I've always loved chocolate, so this is the dream job for me. I work for a big department store. We develop our own chocolate. I also train staff, visit chocolate factories, and deal with suppliers. I organize volunteer tasting sessions. Of course, since everyone loves chocolate, there's never a problem getting volunteers. It's not a job you can just walk into, though. I studied for a degree in nutrition and then worked for an ice cream manufacturer for a few years first. I started here 6 years ago, and I still love every day. The best thing is that when I go to work, my desk is covered in chocolate. The worst is probably keeping an eye on my weight because of all the calories. You know, it's easy to put on weight, so I try to eat healthily whenever I'm not working. I go to the gym, and I make sure I see my dentist every 6 months. I live and work in London, but I travel a lot because you have to keep up with the latest trends. You know, Belgium, France, Switzerland. I was in New York last week to see what's selling there. It's not just the taste that makes people buy one bar of chocolate rather than another, but the appearance and the advertising too.
All right. What were the mistakes?
6 years.
6 years. Very good. And another one is?
Chocolate manufacturer.
Chocolate manufacturer, or he said he works in a department store?
Department store.
He worked in a department store, but they developed their own chocolate in that department store. All right, so those are the 2 mistakes.
6 years. Oh.
6 years old, not 8. Yes.
But he tries to keep fit.
He actually likes to keep fit. Like he can choose not to care about his health, not going to the gym or something. He does all that because he likes to keep fit. That's why.
Okay.
Can you say the first answer again?
Stuart is a chocolate taster for a big department store. And number 2 is not 8 years, but 6 years. All right, let's go to Mary. Mary, What are the two mistakes? Let's hear from May first, because earlier Yana said her answers first. The
Mary
two one.
is a cheese taster, not buyer.
Okay, cheese hazelnut buyer. What else?
And the last sentence, she likes her job.
She likes her job. All right, Yana, what's your answer? May changed from buyer to taster, and he changed the last sentence. She likes her job. What about your answer?
I changed buyer to biter.
Biter. You can change biter like bite. One more.
I don't know. I'm not sure buyer or biter.
Don't worry. One more, please.
One more. See sometime. Oh, one more. Like same as me. Like she love her job.
Okay, let's go.
Hello, this is Marie Lavoisier. Tasting cheese for me, it's not a job at all, really. I'm a cheese buyer for a large supermarket. On what I call a taste day, I taste maybe 10 to 12 different cheeses. Because they all taste different, you can't taste everything at once. You need to take your time. I check for flavor, texture, and especially the smell of the cheese, since smell is the most important. Some people think strong smelling cheeses are disgusting, and occasionally they are, but in general, they're my favorite. We keep cheeses for many months, some for over a year. And so I also need to check the cheese we have and decide when each cheese is ready, to go out on sale. I live just outside Paris, which is convenient because I need to meet farmers regularly, mainly to help them develop new products, since people always like to try new flavors. To get this job, I studied for a degree in food science and then waited for the chance to be a cheese taster. As soon as I saw the job, I was there. You have to love cheese, of course, because it's cheese, cheese, cheese all day, every day. Some people get tired of it from time to time, but I never do.
Hi there.
So my name is Marie. Blah blah blah. I'm a cheese. Blah blah blah. So it's a cheese buyer or cheese taster?
Buyer.
Buyer.
Yeah, cheese buyer.
I heard wrong.
The
Biter.
mistake is actually on a taste day. She checks the flavor, texture, and smell of up to
12.
yes 12, not 10 but 12 different cheeses. She especially likes strong smelling cheeses. The last one,
She never.
yes, she never gets tired of her job. Enrique, blah blah blah. Yana, what were the two mistakes in your summary?
I changed trainee to manager.
Okay, one more.
And like the last sentence, like between different coffee, like it's not. It is very difficult, or it is not very easy. I'm not
Okay.
sure.
But May, thank you all. May,
Same
what
as her.
same as her. All right, let's go.
My name's Enrique Martinez. I started work as a manager in a coffee shop, and gradually I began to, enjoy the taste. There are degrees you can get and courses you can take, but I worked my way up through experience, and now I'm the head coffee taster for a large importing company. I only taste in the mornings because that's when my sense of taste is at its best. I check the quality. People can pay a lot for coffee, so they want to enjoy it. I check the smell, the taste. Is it sweet or bitter? Some taste of chocolate, others are spicy. Some are very complex. I make it, taste it, but I don't swallow it. I estimate I taste up to 100 coffees, so I don't actually drink them because of all the caffeine, right? In the afternoons, I email suppliers or do paperwork. I live here in downtown Los Angeles, so I walk to work, which is great. Yeah, I love this job. It can be hard work trying to distinguish between so many different coffees, but I wouldn't want to do anything else.
So what are the two mistakes? You guys got both correctly except the first one, not manager but What's the word he used?
Head.
Yes, head. So he works as a head coffee taster and trying to tell the differences between different coffees is very hard or it's not easy. You can choose one.
It's very hard.
All right, any questions for this listening? So this is called listening for cause and effect. So you need to listen for details. Questions or not before we take a short break and come back and look at other points of today's class? Questions or no, everyone?
I think for me it's not question, but I feel like it is hard to take note of this one.
Yeah, because I think it's because your mind flew to like cause and effect because you thought we only like touch on that since you got all the cause and effects correctly except the summaries.
Like if we like exercise A and we focus on that and then we're listening, so maybe we can get it right. But if we don't look at the exercise and only take note, no.
Don't worry. We just in real exams, in real class, real listening tests, you can see the questions first. But I'm just letting you know that the way we are doing right now is for TOEFL test. Since it's TOEFL, you guys take note and you use your note to do the questions.
Oh, so they won't let us see the question first?
No.
Oh God.
That's in TOEFL. One style of TOEFL test, they do that.
How about IELTS?
IELTS, you see the questions and the listening at the same time, so it's easier.
So TOEFL is harder.
Very hard. And in TOEFL, if you get one right, one wrong answer, it means 0.
What?
Yep.
So, but so where did, like, which, so do you need like a TOEFL to get a job or?
It depends on where you are applying to. Sometimes they put both, so you can replace TOEFL with IELTS instead of TOEFL, so it's fine. Right now they're doing both replacement, so you can just take IELTS. Don't worry. I'm scared of TOEFL too, since they have like grammatical structures, they have vocabularies and stuff.
And it has 2 TOEFL, right? Like IBT.
IBT in paper base. You can try when you come to like the city. The TOEFL you can take at RUPP if I'm not wrong.
RUPP.
I am not sure about now with all this COVID thing, but before it's available at RUPP.
How much will they charge?
Back then it was $60 or something dollars. It's not as expensive
60.
as IELTS. It's like 60
Wow.
or $80.
Cheap but difficult.
I did not have a chance to take it last year. I have no guts. Because you know it's too hard. All right.
Will they give us the qualified certificate?
Yeah.
Over there, it is sponsored by the U.S. Embassy, so I think it's qualified.
And how about the price, like, of taking IELTS?
IELTS right now should be 185 or 190. It was increased.
85. I thought it's around 300. 300.
No.
Not 30. Not 30.
No. How can it be that expensive? Maybe in Thailand?
I don't know. Like, I've heard.
All right, so welcome back to our class. We'll continue our session with quantifiers today. So do you guys know what quantifiers mean? What do we mean by the word quantifiers?
Quantify.
What, May? What did you say?
To identify the quality
Quality or quantity?
or quantity.
Okay, very good. So quantifiers are words that identify the quantities of the nouns. But if we use quantifiers, do we know exactly how many or how much the noun is?
No, it just predict.
Yes, just your prediction is very subjective because to some people, this amount might mean a lot, but to others, this amount might mean like not that much, just some. So quantifiers, like Main said, are words to identify quantity, and we'll use it with two kinds of nouns, countable nouns and uncountable nouns. So first thing first, what do we mean by countable nouns or uncountable nouns?
Countable noun we can count.
Okay, we can
Noun
count.
we can count.
Very good. Nice explanation. You can count, and uncountable nouns you cannot count.
Yes.
Nice. So nouns are words that represent things, person, or places. For example, students, idea, people, home, or school, or textbooks. All are nouns. And nouns are divided into two. We have countable and uncountable. So here are some characteristics of each noun. So if the noun is a countable noun, it has plural form. You know what plural form is, right?
Yes.
So normally you have S or ES
Or
and IES or VES, like knife to knives. Okay. And if it is not plural, you always have to put article in front of it. If there's no plural, if it is not in plural form, it needs articles, like I have a book, see? Or I have two books with F. So if you don't put in plural form, please make sure you have article in front of it. And when you use in a sentence as a subject, if it is plural form, it needs plural verbs. Very easy to like notice or recognize. Unlike countable noun, uncountable noun are always in singular form. There is no S, no ES, no IES. It's always singular in that form. And if we use in a sentence, there is no articles required. Like I have a lot of money, or I have money. I have water. That's it. You don't need to put article in front of it. And if you use these kind of nouns as a subject, it always needs a singular verb.
singular.
I'm sure you know what singular verbs and plural verbs are, right?
No.
Nice one.
Oh.
Let's choose both nouns.
So walk, it is both singular verbs and plural verb.
Yes, Owen. So, singular verbs. So, singular verbs refers to the verbs
They cannot.
that are used with third person, singular or singular subject. For example, if you say John walked to school, what do you add behind walk?
S.
Yes. So walk with S is what we call singular verb. Okay. Here, singular verb is walks because walks has an S. That's why we call walks as a verb 1, since verb 1 will change itself with a subject. If a subject is a singular third person, walk will become a singular verb, and you have to add S to walk to verb. Okay, that's called singular verbs. So plural verbs will be verbs that are used with plural nouns or plural subject. and you don't need to add anything to it. There's no s, there's no es. It's just verb itself. That's called plural verb. Oh, baby, it's been a while this lesson.
No, I mean like I know what it is, but I don't know what it is called.
Great, I see. No worry, now you know. Okay. So here are nouns, those are nouns, so nouns, countable nouns, uncountable nouns, plural form, singular form, no article, blah, blah, blah. So let's go to a quick test. So we've got a bunch of nouns. Your job is to choose some of them, make it in a sentence format. Make sure if it is a countable noun, you need to use plural forms or add article for the noun. Let's say you want to put the word meal in a sentence. What is meal on? Countable noun or uncountable noun? Can you count meal?
Yes.
Yes. So meal is a countable noun. If we use meal in a sentence, let's say I have 3 meals per day. Do you add s?
Yes.
Yes, very good. See, meals, countable noun, it's plural. But I want you each to choose two nouns.
Two noun.
And make 2 sentences of the noun. 2 from each of you.
Sure.
Also, be careful if the noun is countable or uncountable noun or uncountable noun.
What is bump?
Did you forget on?
Ah.
Our tongue. Taste buds
Bump.
are little bumps on our tongue.
It's like spot.
Like spot. Like it's not smooth. It's not smoothly even. There are bumps on it. That's called bump.
We can touch, right? We can
We
know
can feel it.
But the
Like on our tongue, they are bumps.
Do we also call it papilla?
What on?
Papilla.
What's that?
Never mind.
Maybe it is like medical words.
Maybe.
Yeah.
If you talk about the street, the bump means it's not smooth. It's like this. The bumpy ride, bumping road.
But I've heard on the textbook they also mentioned the word papilla.
Papilla. Oh, papilla. No, it just bumps on your tongue. That's what it means. Like the bumps in the thing. That what comes from our reading. Like,
so can we say like our face have some bumps?
Not really. We call pimple on our face.
Because it's not smooth.
Okay, I have a bumpy face. Yeah, you guys are very creative. To the point I cannot catch up anymore. Too creative.
Which is bad.
No, it's not. Very creative. My bad. I used the wrong adjective.
Yeah.
Alright. Finish your exercise. 2 sentences. If you want to know what bump is, feel your tongue on. Like this. Those small spots are called bumps.
Just simple sentence, right?
But make sure you use it in correct form. Countable nouns or uncountable nouns. You can pick the uncountable noun as well.
Okay.
Now, we should check. Let's hear from Yanao and give me your sentences.
I love cheese.
Yana loves cheese.
Oh.
Is there S?
Yes. But cheese wrong. It should be double E.
Cheese.
Yes.
You say cheese or cheeses?
cheese,
Plural or no plural?
none.
None. One more.
He is studying food nutrition.
S or no S?
No.
Okay, thank you. We'll do this later. Ngọc May.
Really. I got so many bumps.
On.
On your face?
Yeah. Kinda. Kinda.
Okay, bumps on your face. Okay, sure.
Oh,
One more.
really?
Just use.
Wait.
Oh.
One more, please.
There's only one method to deal with it.
To deal with the bump.
That is to use what?
Stop mocking me.
Okay. Nah. Let's look at Yana's sentence. Yana loves cheese. So Yana said cheese is
Wrong.
Oh, we haven't decided yet. Oh, we're still discussing.
But
Yana said, let me speak, please. Thank you. Yana said cheese is an uncountable noun. But if we look at our listening earlier, they said cheeses all the time. Mary, point. Which one is right? Which one is wrong? Cheeses or cheese? Like in our listening about Mary, a cheese buyer, she always used the word cheeses. Different cheeses, 12 cheeses. Which one is right? Which one is wrong? Technically, okay, Mohammed.
I think it's uncountable.
Uncountable now, but why in the listening they said cheeses?
Cheese is.
Cheeses,
Like
no, cheeses. Look at our book. The summary, up to 12 cheeses.
I think it's both countable and uncountable.
When is it countable noun?
When it's solid.
Is cheese liquid?
When it smells liquid.
You know, cheese does not melt until it becomes a liquid, right? It's just a gooey, sticky texture.
Yeah, but we can hear it as liquid.
Alright, so in the course book, they said cheeses because they refers to the kinds of the cheese, not the word cheese itself. Like there are many kinds of cheese or many brands as well. Like we have Parmesan cheese, we have mozzarella, we have cheddar, we have this cheese, that cheese, and also the brand name of the cheese. But technically,
right. Yeah, continue yourself.
Technically, cheese is an uncountable. Not when you mean cheese in general, it's uncountable. You put it countable when you refer to like a kind of cheese or a brand of cheese. Like, you know, cake is uncountable noun, right? But you can say a cake when you mean the whole cake or a birthday cake. It's the same concept.
Or a piece of cake.
Yes, that's when you count pieces. You can say a cake as well. I want to have a cake for my birthday. See, a cake, a whole cake.
So it is countable.
Cake is both countable and uncountable. Depends on when you're using it. If you refer to the whole cake or cake in general. Unlike eating cake, that's it. I love cheese. In general, it's uncountable noun. But if you refer to kinds of cheese, you can change to countable noun. Like in the tape script earlier, she said she tested up to 12 cheeses. She meant kinds of cheese, not cheese itself in general. Number 2, so cheese is uncountable now. Very good. Food nutrition. Nutrition is countable or uncountable noun?
Uncountable.
countable or non-countable?
It's both.
What do you think, May? Rồi, vậy how are you guys? Are you guys frozen now? Nutrition, countable noun or uncountable noun?
Both.
Why both? When is it countable noun or when is it uncountable noun?
Because you didn't highlight, so it
No,
must be both.
I did not highlight because you did not say anything. You don't put S, you don't put article. May put that. That's why I highlighted. Nutrition, countable, uncountable.
And
Do we say people should eat food with a lot of nutrition or nutrition?
a
Think
lot of
about
nutrition,
that sentence.
but no S, right?
Think.
I think no S if we put a lot of nutrition.
All right, May, what do you think on?
I oppose Yana.
Oppose ma. What's your explanation?
When we use a lot, we use with count now, right?
Have you guys watched our video?
About a lot of money.
See, okay. Truly, I just sit here and listen.
Yeah.
But do we add S when we say a lot of nutrition?
Nutrition. No.
No.
So you stick to your answers that nutrition is an uncountable noun.
Yes.
Okay. Yes.
Thank you. Nutrition generally can also be countable noun, but there is no S. It's always nutrition like that spelling. You don't add S to that. All right. And you say many nutrition as well, but there's no S. However, in Jana's case, because Jana put food nutrition, there's no article, even though it is countable noun, because it is a subject, a branch of science. So there's no S. So there's no article to that. It's a subject. Like you study chemistry, there's no article for chemistry. That's why I don't highlight it, since it's a subject course or it's a name of the course. So there's no article. But technically nutrition is also countable noun, but there's no S. The spelling is the same. All right, very good. Let's move on.
So, can you
Yes.
give another example?
Of nutrition?
No, related to the plural verbs and singular verbs.
Let's go to this one then.
Yes.
So diet, countable or non-countable noun?
Count.
Okay. Taste bud,
Countable.
taster,
Countable.
culture,
No. Yes.
Culture. Yes, count.
So let's say there are many cultures around the world.
Yes, culture.
What do you think? Countable or uncountable?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Dish.
Dishes.
Yes.
Countable.
Dishes. Cheese we know already. Snack.
Countable.
Food coloring.
And
May. And what do you say, May? Coloring.
Uncountable noun too.
Bấm, bánh hơi hơi. Cuisine.
Uncount.
cuisine.
Cuisine. Like that.
Teacher, can we pronounce like
Cuisine?
yes.
No.
Cuisine. Cuisine.
It's
wrong.
It's a French word, so it's cuisine.
I always said cuisine.
Method.
Countable.
Portion.
Countable.
Small portion.
So here are your guess. So how do you know if a noun is countable or uncountable? Is there any way to like recognize it?
Memorize.
Memorize, actually, there are some ways you can normally take notes. Mostly uncountable nouns are those in liquid form. One thing, liquid form like water, beer, wine, milk, or juice, they are uncountable nouns. Number two, they are in small particles. You know what particle means, right? Particle, like small parts, like sugar, rice, salt.
M.
Hmm?
Like the particle matters.
So if it's in small parts combined together, they are also uncountable nouns. Okay, so liquid, small parts. Other thing is they are made of they are dairy products like cheese, for example. Dairy means it gets spoiled or it goes bad very easily. Like cheese, like butter, they are also uncountable nouns. One more thing will be those foods that are made out of flour, like bread, pasta, noodle. They are mostly uncountable nouns. But as you know, in English, there are always exceptions, right? Like for example, our case cheese earlier, it also has the plural form as well. So they are both. So we have four.
Oh, okay.
We have four ways to like recognize it now. One, liquid. Two, small parts. Three, dairy products. And four, mostly food made out of flour. Like bread, like cake, like pasta, spaghetti. It's made out of flour. So it's uncountable now. Okay, Yana.
And so the daily product is it like cosmetic, like for, is it daily product?
No, we said dairy made out of
Dairy.
milk. Yes, DAIRY, dairy, not daily. Dairy products, like products made out of milk or it goes bad very easily.
Oh, made out of milk.
Like butter, like cheese.
Have yogurt also?
Yogurt. Like if the yogurt is fresh, it goes bad very quick. So those are some ways you can use to recognize nouns if it is uncountable noun or not. Okay.
How do you say cuisine in English?
Cuisine. Remember I taught you how to search for words in Google and how to listen to pronunciation last time?
Yeah, but I've never searched that word. I just asked. It's quicker.
Cuisine. All right, now let's continue our work. So first pair that we will look at is some and any.
So you hasn't explained me yet.
Oh, that's right. You want to use in a sentence. May I apologize.
Oh, yeah.
All right, let's choose one. Which one?
You choose.
Okay.
Too much better.
Can make tongue become rainbow.
Okay, nice one. Seafood coloring, uncountable noun. Let's look at the dish or snack.
I see.
Okay. A snack.
So my wire break.
Yeah, so much my wire broke this morning. All right, continue. Wait, clear now?
Yes.
Nice, let's go. So some any, of course, you know what we mean by some any and when to use some and any, right? So first pair, some and any, you can use both. It's fine for countable or uncountable nouns. Both are okay. And it means more than one, but not a lot. That's what we mean by some or any. Not one, but not a lot either. It's somewhere in the middle. Sometimes some can also mean not all of the noun or a group of noun. Look at the example. We can say some students and some of the students. Are they two the same on? Some students and some of the students. What do we mean by some of and some? Just noun. They are slightly different.
Some student. Some student. Some student we don't know like which part of student.
And some
But
of
some
the student.
we know like which student.
More
Thank you.
specific.
Thank you. Very good. You both are right. So you use some of when you want to refer to a group of specific noun, but not all of them. A group of them, like some of the students in Cambodia. Okay. We refer to that group of people only, not in other countries. Some students are just students in general. We don't know where it is yet. So that's what it means by some of and some plus noun. And the difference in the two qualifiers is that some you use with positive sentences right here, and any you use that with negative and questions. Look at the example right here. Do you have any breakfast? And I have not had any fatty food in so long. Like that. So question and negative. Very normal as usual. So some in positive sentences and any in questions and negative. Let's say I have some books I want to donate. Positive sentence. Mariana, what's wrong on? You want to say something earlier.
But I saw like sometimes they add s to the nouns after any.
Yes, because any plus plural noun as well.
So food, why don't we add s like any fatty foods?
Yana, food countable, uncountable noun on.
Um,
Oh. Yana on food count and uncountable.
Or and but meal is count.
Thank you. That's why food has no S, because food is uncountable now in this case. Here, do you have any books you want to donate? Books needs S. So remember, some and any are using both noun, countable noun and uncountable noun. But if we use them with uncountable noun, make sure you change the noun to its plural form, like always, like last time earlier. See? Plural form. Because who starts first? Mariana then.
Have it is uncountable now, right?
Which one?
Have.
Help, H-E-L-P.
Yes.
Yes, uncountable noun, help.
So I use it wrong. I add s.
May, what's wrong?
Nothing. I didn't ask it.
You were saying something. All right, no problem then. So again, remember, if you use some or any with a countable noun, please add s to them. Right here. So to sum up, some positive sentence and any questions and negative sentence. However, there are some cases that you use some in question as well. Look at these two questions. Do you have some money and do you have any money? The two of them are correct. However, they are slightly different in terms of meaning. If we use some in questions, The listener sometimes expect the answer as a yes. Okay, that means they think you have money already. They just ask if you have some or not, or a little. So two cases of some in questions are, one of them is the expectation of the answer. You will say yes if they ask this question. Number two is the offer. Have you ever seen this question like, do you want some tea or would you like some coffee? Have you ever
Yes.
seen that? Yes. See, so those questions, you use some in a question format to make it as the offer to someone. That's why it's also some in the question. And now the normal questions will be the expectation of the answer is a yes as the answer. If we use any, it's just to check if you have any money or not. We don't know if you will say yes or no. All right, so that's the difference. So the difference will be the speaker's expectation. Some means you should say yes, because that's what they expect you to say. And any is just a normal question. There's no expectation or anything of that. Okay. One more pair will be many and much, or much and many. So unlike some and any, many and much express a larger amount of the nouns or bigger quantity of the noun, but still, like we said, we don't know how many. It's subjective. The difference will be many, you use plural, remember, always plural, plural countable noun. And much is used uncountable noun. Some people say that you can use both of them in any sentence format. Positive sentence, negative sentence, and questions format. However, most of the time, people use a lot of in positive sentence instead of many or much. A lot of. So if you wish to make a sentence in positive form, please use a lot of. Okay, like I have a lot of friends. I have a lot of money. Because many and much, it is very common to use them in negative and question sentence, question form, not in positive sentences. Is that wrong? No, it's not. But if you are given a choice or choices to choose from, choose a lot of, it's right. Because it is very common for people to use a lot of in positive sentences. Look at this. We need a lot of water and we need much water. You know water is liquid, so it's uncountable noun.
It sounds weird, like we need so much water.
I've never heard someone say that.
You haven't heard that one yet, right?
Yeah.
It's not very common, that's why. Because most people use a lot of plus noun in a positive sentence. Is this one wrong? No, it's not, but it's just not common. Like you said, you haven't heard that. But
we
can, yes.
We can use we need more water.
More, that means you want more than that. It means different.
Yeah.
Well, in negative sentence, which one sounds more familiar to you?
The second one.
We don't need much water.
Which one?
Much.
Much, yes. See, so if you wish to use positive sentence, you should use a lot of plus noun. A lot of can be used with any noun, countable noun or uncountable noun, but if it is countable, make sure it is plural. For example, he has a lot of friends with us. Okay, So a lot of in positive sentences, but make sure your nouns are plural countable noun if it is countable. If it is uncountable noun, it's fine. Just a simple noun is okay. So many, much. All right, let's compare many, much in negative meaning. So sometimes you want to express that there are a lot of them, but it is in a negative way of expressing things. You need to add too in front of it, like too many or too much. It means it's bad. Like too many energy drinks are consumed by teenagers these days. Too much caffeine is bad for your health. So too many and too much express quantity a lot, but it is excessive. You know what excessive means, right? Excessive, like more than needed.
It's beyond.
So again, if you wish to express the negative meaning or the excessive quantity of noun, use too much or too many plus noun. So too many energy drinks, too much caffeine. Same thing, many plus countable noun, much plus uncountable noun. Okay. And in order to ask for quantity, you use how much or how many. And I'm sure you used to use this already. Like, how much rice do we need? How many bags of rice do we need? Why do I put how much for rice? May, please answer.
Small fragment.
Because rice is uncountable, not very good. Or how many bags of rice? You can say it's still the same noun, rice, rice. Why, how much here, how many down here? What's the reason? This one, we focus on rice, so we use how much, but this one, what do we focus on?
Bags.
Yes, very good. This one, we use how many because we do not focus on rice. Wait, Yana. We focus on bags. How many bags of rice? Yana, what's the problem on?
Can we use like I don't know if it is right or wrong, sack?
Yes, sack as well. Sack
So
is
sack
like
and bag?
big. Because in our country we use sacks bigger, but in the supermarket they sell by bags.
Bag, it's small.
Like small, like 10 kilograms per bag, for example. A sack is like 50 kilograms. Okay, cool. Let's go. Again, if you wish to use uncountable noun in plural form, you can as well by counting the container of it. Like, you know, sugar is also uncountable noun, but we can count by using a bag of sugar, for example, a bottle of water. See, you can count it now in bottle. Not, you don't count water, you count bottle. Many, much, any. I have 4 sentences for you to look at. I don't have many apples. I don't have any apples. She does not consume much fatty food, and she does not consume any fatty food. Are they the same? Let's look pair by pair. This one as a pair, and this one as a pair, another pair. Let's think. I don't have many apples. What do we mean by that? Do you have apples?
Yes.
Yes, but?
Small amount.
Small amount of it. But if I say I don't have any apples, do you have apples?
No.
No. Very good. That's what it means. If you use many, it means you have small amount of it. If you use any, it means you have none. 0. What number 2? Pair number 2. It's the same case or different case?
Same.
Same.
Same. Good. We can skip it. You guys know already. Very good one. See, remember that. Now, quick practice. Put much, many, or any.
Much, many, or any. How about some?
No, it's all negative on.
Much right.
I don't want to put some. It's too easy. It's not different. Let's just use something very critical. Much, many, and any. Consider carefully and explain why you choose a certain answer. 4. We have 4 of them. 4 minutes. Look at the nearby sentences carefully. Where's my timer? Those sentences will help explain why you or how you can get the answer. Sometimes there might be more than one possible answer as well. Let's check quickly. Number, there's no number in. First one on main, what's the answer? What do you think is the answer?
Much right.
And then number two, the next one.
Any.
Hang on. Next one, main.
Many.
All right. Last one, Yana.
I'm not sure. Maybe many or any.
What will you put?
You said you can both, right? And you can more than one.
The best answer for this one is some, but I want to consider between many and any. Which one would be the possible answer?
Any.
Many. Yes, many.
Many. May, what's your answer?
Any.
Any. Oh, cannot borrow any plates mostly. You don't borrow many of them.
But we have guests.
Like I told you, some is the best answer, but I want to think which one fits more, any or many. But number two, can we say we don't to bring much water?
Yes.
Much is also possible right here, because you can bring, but not too much. But what the first one, can I say any? No, because of the sentence right here. That means she has some rice, but not much. Let's continue. Very good job. You will pass your quiz, I'm sure of it. Next pair, actually almost done. So we have a few and a little. So we're going middle, top, and bottom. So a few and a little is used to express a small amount of a noun. Like it's not in the some area, it's not in the many area either. It's just a few, the bottom line. So use a few with plural countable nouns.
Example.
use a little with uncountable nouns. And if you wish to compare, you say fewer or less. Okay? I have fewer meals compared to before, and I have less red meat in my diet nowadays. That if there is if you wish to compare the quantity or the amount of noun. Mahayane?
How about like a little without the article?
Soon on, right here.
Uh,
Alright, so clear about this one, a few plus plural countable noun. Any form, any structure, positive, negative questions, all are fine. The only things I want you to notice fewer and less. If you compare the amount, that it is even like before it was this low and now it was even lower than that. So you use fewer or less. Like let's say you have fewer friends now. I have less free time. Yes, on.
no, it's a wrong click.
All right. So fewer, comparison of a few plus countable noun, plural form. Less, comparison of a little plus uncountable form. So you might have also seen few and little right here. It actually has the same meaning as a few and a little, however, they deliver negative meaning or negative intention of that. It depends, you can use few or few, but it is your intention. What kind of message do you want to deliver to your listener? You can say, I only have little money left. That means you want to express negative meaning of that. The money is not enough for you. You're not happy with it. For example, I only have few friends. Not enough. I need more friends, like that. She has a few bottles of water. There is no intention in her sentence. It's just a normal sentence that says she has a few bottles of water. But if she changes it to she has few bottles of water, it means it's not enough for her. She has to get more bottles. That's how it is different, Yana and me. It's the same as a few and a little. It's just the difference is the meaning or the intention you wish to deliver. It is in negative form, negative format, negative meaning. When you use that, you want people to know that you are not happy with it. You con dễ.
So fewer, like it less than before, but you are happy with it.
Fewer is just a comparison. Yeah, it acts as an adjective, comparative. Like much
But
and
we
more,
have
remember?
much and more.
Much is this much and more is higher than much. I want more money. I want more friends. I have many friends. Okay, many right here. I have many friends, but I want more friends, like this. That's more. You should not involve fewer and less with a few and a little, since this is just the comparison of it. It has nothing about happy or unhappy feeling. We only compare a few and a little with few and little. Fewer and less are not related. Remember, they are just there to compare between nowadays and in the past. ពីណាយកមកនិយាយហ៎ fewer និង less ហ្នឹងយើងប្រើមក compare amount របស់វាថាវាតិចជាងមុនទៀតតែយើងអត់មានថាយើង happy ឬ unhappy ទេឥឡូវហ្នឹងគ្រាន់តែប្រៀបធៀបវាឯងអាហ្នឹង fewer ហើយនិង less ពេលយើងចង់ថាយើងញ៉ាំបាយតិចជាងមុនទៀត I eat less rice now ឃើញទេយើងញ៉ាំតិចហ្នឹងយើងញ៉ាំតិចជាងមុនទៀតឥឡូវហ្នឹងនេះប្រើ less ហើយតែពេលយើងចង់និយាយពី a few a little ហ្នឹងយើងចង់និយាយថាបើយើងប្រើ a few មានថាយើងមានតិចតែយើងអត់មានបញ្ហាអីទេថា I have a few friends ថាយើងមានតែពីរនាក់ឯងតែអត់មានបញ្ហាអីទេ យើង happy ធម្មតា ប៉ុន្តែបើយ៉ាងណាថា I have few friends មានឲ្យយើងមានពួកមកតិចហើយអត់សុបាយចិត្តទៀតយើងចង់បានមិត្តភក្តិថែមជាងនឹងទៀតចឹងណា You know, that's your intention of the message you wish to deliver to your listener. Do not involve fewer and less because they are there just to compare your quantity of nouns. ថាវាតិចជាងមុនទៀតតែអត់មាន intention ថាយើងសប្បាយក៏មិនសប្បាយយើងអត់ដឹងទេ You have to use a few, a little ឬក៏ few និង little ដើម្បីដឹងថា intention គេមិនអញ្ចេះវិញណាបាទយ៉ាងណា
So for a little, like the article, it have to stay a little bit far from a little, right? It's
Yes,
not
a space
close.
little, a space few, 2 words.
We cannot write a and then close to a little, right?
No, it has a space inside on. Inside, in between. So a space little. All right. So again, a few, a little. They express small amount of a noun, but there is no bad intention. There is no unhappy feeling for that. If you wish to express your unhappiness, you use few or little. That means you want more than that. I have little money. You need more money, for example. Like you unhappily express something. Use few or little. យើងមានសង្សារតិចពេក I have only few boyfriends. ខ្វះសង្សារ like that. Again, few and little give out negative meaning and negative intention of the speaker. If the speaker uses these quantifiers, it means he or she is not happy with what he or she has right now. They want more of the noun to make them happy. They are not satisfied with the noun. Tôn mong vậy ấy? May, any problem?
No.
No, good. Yana, any problem on?
No.
No, okay. Let's go to the last pair. Enough. So unlike few, unlike little, unlike a few, a little, enough means you have enough of it. You don't want more of them. It's just enough. It's just enough. How can we explain enough?
Like we feel satisfied.
Good. We are satisfied with the noun already. The quantity of the noun is enough for us. We don't need more of that. Okay? So enough can be used with any nouns. Plural nouns, uncountable nouns are fine. So to be healthy, people need enough protein. See, enough protein. To express the negative amount of that, you use not enough. But not here, we man chose up enough more na. You use not with the auxiliary verb. Here, not. And then enough. See, not enough. Now, in the first statement, if you don't drink enough water, your skin will be dry. You have to separate not from enough because the main verb in the sentence is a verb. And to change a sentence into negative, you need to add auxiliary verb, right? In our first unit, done to it. That's how you can change a sentence into negative sentence. So, do plus not, verb, and enough. This one, not enough are close to each other because it is verb to be. All right, Ma. Clear with not enough? May or any problem? Any problem, May? Not enough, chắc thôi này.
No, sir.
See, if you want to change it into a subject, it looks like this. Not plus verb ing, enough plus noun.
Enough eating. Enough eating.
See? Remember our structure. Right here, you can use gerund as a subject as well. Plus enough plus noun. Not plus gerund plus enough plus noun as a subject. May any question or look at the sentence? Murmur, any issues, any problems?
So can we the last sentence, can we convert it into not enough eating healthy food is bad for you? We can use that
Not
too, right?
enough eating. Yes, but it is not grammatically correct. Not enough eating. You focus on the eating, the action of eating. Okay.
Not eating enough.
If you say not enough eating, you just focus on the eating, you don't focus on the amount of healthy food. You care more about the action of eating.
I see.
Yes.
But it means the same, right?
No, it's slightly a little bit different because if you say not enough eating means you don't eat enough. There's no food in there. There's no food in your focus. Like not enough sleeping. See? But mostly also right, yes, but not acceptable. It's not grammatically correct. You can just to speak, but not in writing on. They might not consider that correct. Okay. These ones are practices. I'll send you the link to our chat so you can go into it and get the answer immediately. Since we don't have enough time. Say enough. Here. Yana, where are you?
I'm still here, teacher. You can check the chat box.
All right. Okay. I'll send the link to our class after we end today's class. You can do extra practice in the link.
Yep.
All right, any questions for quantifier?
I'll find out later. I'll find out later.
Okay, I heard I find a little. Thank you, Won. You find it later. Do we have time for listening? What time is it now? 8:33. Do you guys have time tomorrow? Sometimes around 7, like only 30 minutes.
30. Yes.
After 7, that's when my class finish.
So 7:30.
Maybe until 7:30. That's when we will discuss that listening tips for your quiz.
Oh, we should start at 7.
I'll drop the link when I have finished my class. So around 7. All right, any questions for today? So we look at cause and effect today. And we discuss quantifiers for noun as well. And we look at the 2 groups of noun, countable and uncountable noun. So any problems so far? So far, so good?
Yes, so good.
So good. May, so far so good. Oh no, you have questions you can ask now.
So good so far.
None. Ah, I'm so proud of you all. I'm very proud.
So we can use so good so far.
No, we cannot. So far, so
Ah.
good. Right, if no questions, have a good evening. We'll discuss more tomorrow before we start our quiz.